4 Israeli soldiers have been killed in a drone attack, adding to escalating tensions across the region. Meanwhile, the U.S. is preparing to send an anti-missile system to Israel, as well as troops to operate it. Matt Bradley has more.
Today, fresh carnage in the Gaza Strip. Palestinian health officials said 3 Israeli airstrikes throughout Gaza killed dozens of people and injured hundreds more, sending a blaze through a camp for displaced people in a hospital courtyard. Overnight, sirens and missiles on Israel's northern front with Lebanon. A drone strike by Hezbollah evaded Israel's anti-air systems yesterday, killing 4 Israeli soldiers and injuring more than 60 in one of the deadliest attacks in Israel since October 7th last year. The IDF spokesman said, "We'll learn from this event, improve, and move forward." It comes as the U.S. is deepening its role in the conflict with the first major troop deployment since the war began. The Pentagon announcing yesterday it will send one of its most advanced missile defense systems, along with about 100 troops to operate it, to Israel, to protect against any further missile attacks from Iran. Meanwhile, peacekeepers in Lebanon now coming under Israeli fire. 2 Israeli tanks rammed a UN base in southern Lebanon after demanding last week the UN force, called UNIFIL, leave the border areas with Israel. But the peacekeepers stood their ground. Yesterday, Israel's prime minister addressed the UN directly.
Mr. Secretary General, get the UNIFIL forces out of harm's way. It should be done right now, immediately.
Israeli attacks have injured more than a dozen UN troops over the past week. Do you feel as though some of these incidents might be retaliation for UNIFIL's decision to hold their ground?
We were asked to leave from all these positions close to the Blue Line, and immediately after, a few days later, our peacekeepers and our positions were targeted, and targeted not because there was ongoing exchanges of fire.
Turning keepers of peace into casualties of war.